This is your top 5. The first to the cut is you. Let's start with candidate number 13. Take your spot in the top 5. We have candidate number 8. Two spots filled. 3 more spots to go. The third finalist, or semi-finalist rather, for tonight is candidate number 7. Congratulations. Now, your journey is not yet over. Please step forward. Candidate number 11. And to complete our top 5 finalists. Sino sa tingin nyo ang kulang sa top 5? Candidate number! We have candidate number 1! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your top 5 semi-finalists. Congratulations, ladies, and congratulations to our non-finalists as well. All of you guys are queens and the winners even before we started the competition. Once again, let's give these ladies a big round of applause. Your top 5. Okay, take your pictures and your videos. But of course, the competition doesn't stop there. Our top 5 finalists is going to undergo a rigorous but fun casual interview for us to get to know them, their insights, and of course, how intelligent these ladies are. Because a true queen is not just beautiful on the outside, but also intelligent in the inside. Okay? Now let's celebrate as we reveal another lady. Let's celebrate the victory of our top 5, but before that, we have to move on. Okay, let's have our preliminary interview, starting with the first semi-finalist that I called, candidate number 13. Oh shoot, okay. Is it on me as well? Nah, never mind. Everything is excited about this. Okay, here she goes again. All right. First and foremost, congratulations, candidate number 13, for winning or for being part of the top 5. How are you feeling at this exact moment?
I feel nervous. I'm young and novice in this pageantry world, and competing with these pageant veterans, you will really feel the pressure. But I'm really happy that the Talakag nuns are actually supporting me, and with my family right there supporting me. I am, just so proud of all these ladies and of myself being here at the Miss Talakag 2025. Thank you.
Amazing. And of course, I would just have to explain the mechanics of our preliminary interview tonight. Now, from this basket, you will pick the name of the judge. And that particular judge is going to ask you the question. You can ask for the judge to repeat your question, okay? And you can answer in either Tagalog or in Filipino and English, whatever language you're most comfortable at, okay? Are you ready? Okay, she's ready. The judge that you picked is Honorable Leo D. Revita.
Hello, candidate number 13. Maayong gabi.
Good evening, ma'am.
Maayong gabi, Talakag. Daghan kaayong salamat sa pag-invite sa ako, ano. Okay, are you ready?
Well, I am ready.
Okay, this is your question. If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be and why?
May you repeat the question?
I repeat, if you could change one thing about the world, what would it be and why?
Thank you for that. If I could change one thing about the world, it is the mindset of the people. Because the mindset of the people actually hinders unity in our world. That's why we don't achieve world peace. Because different minds is unlikely to unite, and this actually hinders something great to be impactful on the world, and that will be impactful. Sorry, I will repeat that. It hinders something impactful and great to our lives in our world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 13. Now let us proceed with our second semi-finalist. There she is. Congratulations, candidate number 8. And tell us, how are you feeling about this moment? Your fans are really happy that you joined the top 5. How are you feeling?
Well, good evening, Talakag. I'm just so grateful to be here tonight. And of course, I would like to take this opportunity to thank my family and friends. Thank you so much for your support and trust in me. It is the catalyst of my confidence. Thank you so much.
You ready to pick your judge? Okay, she's ready. You picked. Let's see who that is. Let's have Mr. Jose L. Bollosas III.
Good evening, contestant number 8.
Good evening, sir.
This is my question. As someone who belong to Generation Z, how do you balance cultural and traditional values with modern day aspirations? And what advice you will give to young Talakagnons navigating this challenge? I repeat, as someone who belongs to Generation Z, how do you balance cultural and traditional values with modern day aspirations? And what advice you will give to young Talakagnons navigating this challenge?
Thank you, sir, for the question. As Miss Talakag, I believe that there should always be a balance between progress and preservation. That is why I am advocating for sustainable tourism development here in our municipality, and I am urging the youth to be part of it. I will use my platform to educate and uplift the youth. I will promote eco-friendly practices, support our local artists, farmers, and businesses, and of course, urging everyone to simply respect our traditions. Because I believe that tourism should uplift and never disrupt. And this requires a collaborative effort between the government and us Talakagnons so Talakag could shine brighter than ever. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that answer.
Good afternoon.
Candidate number 8.
As part of the mechanics, there is one follow-up question.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So, you did not mention the environment in your sustainable proposal. How about the youth for working towards preservation of the environment. How would you balance tourism and environment preservation?
In this modern age where the digital media is very useful in information dissemination, I will use it as a platform to educate and uplift. I will use it to celebrate the beauty of nature and to celebrate the beauty of nature with a global audience. And I will lead by example.
Thank you, candidate number 8. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. That was candidate number 8, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on with our third semi-finalist. Candidate number 7. Good evening, candidate number 7. Is it correct?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I was nervous. All right. Once again, congratulations for making it to the top 5. I'm sure your fans are having an amazing time right there. What do you want to say to these group of people before you answer the question?
I only want to say one thing. Thank you for the love and support, especially the moment I visited Miss Talakag. Sa screening pa lang, I can already feel the warm support of Talakag. Daghang salamat, Talakag.
Wow, such gratitude in her heart. Are you ready to pick your judge? Okay, she's ready. You may now pick your judge from the basket. Okay, can you open it? You picked. Let's have the chairman of the board of judges, Honorable Kirk A. Assis.
Hi. Good evening.
Good evening po.
How are you?
I'm feeling really happy to be here right in front of this really beautiful municipality.
Just relax. This is a very easy question. For you, since that you're here and with this Miss Talakag right now, I'd like to ask this question. What color that would best represent Talakag? And please elucidate. Again, what color that would best represent Talakag? And please elucidate.
I believe one color that would best represent Talakag is the color of my gown, white, because it represents purity. And just a fun fact, my name, Catherine, actually means pure. And I am very proud to say that I have a heart of purity. And it shows how much I love to serve and to appreciate, promote the beauty of the nature, of the culture here in Talakag. So I can truly say that this is one quality of what a true Talakagnon has. Daghang salamat, patayon to sa magigugma sa atong syudad.
Thank you so much. That was candidate number 7, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's have our fourth semi-finalist for tonight. Candidate number 11. Wearing her beautiful blue gown tonight. Congratulations for making it to the top 5. Did you expect to make it to the cut?
Actually, I would like to take this time to thank all my supporters ever since I have started my journey here in Talakag, which has not only been during the Miss Talakag, but even before when I was singing in the church, exploring the beauty of Talakag. I have always felt the warm hearts and support of its people, and I feel it glowing ever stronger this night. So I would like to say I'm so thankful. And for your question, sir, truth be told, among the beautiful candidates of Miss Talakag, it was very difficult to determine who would actually get into the top 5 because everyone was very talented, beautiful, and well-spoken. I feel very honored and blessed to be your top 5. Thank you so much.
And I'm sure you're nothing but ready for this preliminary interview, okay? So just relax. You may now pick your judge. You picked the reigning Miss Philippines Earth, Miss Ira Mel Alfeche.
Thank you.
Hello, good evening, candidate number 11.
Good morning, Ira.
Good evening.
Good evening.
It's okay. So my question goes like this. What advice would you want to give to someone who wanted to follow your footsteps?
evening, Talakag. Good evening, Miss Ira. Thank you for that question. If I were to tell someone to follow my footsteps, I would tell them, take the first step. I believe in every journey, it is very important to put your first foot forward, to create the opportunity for you to grow and to nurture yourself. Because in a world where we are always moving fast, we are put in a situation where we must always be positive, uplift each other, as well as always choose the right decision. But it is not easy. To follow me, I would have to say, you must never give up, because a woman, a person with a heart, is always fraught with challenges. And I believe that that would be the first step. Take your step and you will succeed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 11. And of course, the last but definitely not the least, our fifth semi-finalist.
Can we request number 11 for can you step forward again, please? There is a follow-up.
Good evening, number 11.
Good evening po, ma'am.
Talakag. You said a while ago that so that we can follow you, you will success. So success is often measured differently by each person. For you, what does true success means, and how do you plan to be achieved in your life?
Thank you so much for that question. I truly believe that success comes from within. To be a successful woman, you have to be able to accept challenges, move forward, as well as carry the heart that accepts burdens, defeat. To be a successful woman, you have to not set expectations, always looking forward. I believe that a successful woman is someone who is always inspiring, uplifting, and motivating others to be a better person, to choose the better choice, and always choose something not only for themselves, but as well as something that would help their family and their community. Success is not measured by how educated you are, or how beautiful a person is, or how high you have gotten in your work environment. Success is measured by your heart and how you deal with the challenges that life throws at you. I believe that I am a successful woman because I am standing here today in front of you in spite of all the hindrances and doubts in my mind. I have come this far and I am not ready to back down. I am a successful woman, a talakag nun woman.
So amazing.
Excuse me.
Oh, okay. Hold up. I think we have another follow-up question.
Candidate number 11, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I'd like to go back to the original question number 1, in which that you were asked, how are you going to tell people to follow your footsteps? So, I would rather ask, what have you done and what have you fulfilled so far that you are going to convince people, that you are going to advise people to follow you, so that you'd be an exemplary example?
Truth be told, I am a woman driven by passion. Music allows me to sing the melodies that tell the incredible stories of Talakag, a melody that resonates deep within my heart. My heart also beats for the art made by our Higaonon tribes that represents the rich culture of Talakag and its profound history. And my mission will not only be to stay here in Talakag, but to tell the world that Talakag is not just a place to visit, but it is a living, breathing testament to the resilience and strength of its people. And I believe that its success can be measured through the hearts of the people and the hard-working hands of our tribes, the Higaonon and the Talaantig, because they are a rich representation of culture and success. Are you sure?
Okay. Thank you so much, candidate number 11. And the last but definitely not the least, the fifth finalist this evening, candidate number 1. Good evening, candidate number 1. Are you excited? You look excited for this round.
Good evening. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my family, friends, and of course, my overall supporters for coming here. And yes, I am very excited to answer your question. Be kind with me. Thank you so much.
Okay, without further ado, you may now pick your judge. You pick Mr. Nico R. Nunez.
Hello. Hello, candidate number one. How are you feeling?
Good evening, sir. I am feeling great and a little bit nervous. Thank you so much.
All right. So, here's your question, and I want you to listen very carefully. Okay? I will ask something relating to the economy. Okay? Inflation is the constant increase of the prices of goods and services over time. In turn, this phenomena will decrease the purchasing power of the people. As Miss Talakag, in your capacity, how do you envision to address this situation? Alright, I will repeat. Inflation is the constant increase of the prices of goods and services over time. In turn, this phenomena will decrease the purchasing power of the people. As Miss Talakag, in your capacity, how do you envision to address this situation?
Thank you so much. As your aspirant Miss Talakag 2025, I will greatly use this title to collaborate with our LGs or the local government units hand in hand to do activities that would greatly decrease inflation. And I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that one thing to do is to support the locals, especially that we are in a municipality where we are centered with agriculture. I believe it is time that we give more attention to our farmers because the farmers put food in our table and food means employment. Because I stand with these farmers, I stand with the heroes who give foods in our table. Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening. This is a follow-up. Candidate number one.
Good evening, ma'am.
Okay. So you mentioned that you have to collaborate with the LGU, especially on how to develop activities so to prevent inflation. Since March is Women's Month, I'm asking you, in your collaboration with LGU as to prevent inflation and all other problems which relate to the economy, what policy will you develop and propose and develop so the IP women has also or have also a face in the development, especially on economy in Talakag? Thank you.
Okay. One fact about me is I am a civil engineering student, and we all know that it is a male-dominated field. So this is a testament that women can do what a man can do. And I believe it is time that we collaborate with our dear LGUs and of course, let the IP's women to do things or to initiate with this activity such as giving them financial support to our dear Manobo or Talaan, especially those facing inflation, and do activities or programs such as giving environmental literacy, financial literacy, because with this, if we are knowledgeable enough with the economy, then we could have more a progressive municipality. And where in fact we are a first-class municipality here in the province of Bukidnon, and we all know that we can do more, that we can be known as a Chada and maanindot na talakag, not only locally but internationally. Thank you.
This would be my last follow-up question, I think. Okay. Given a chance to be the Miss Talakag tonight, how will you promote economic sustainability in Talakag?
Okay, thank you so much. if given the chance to be the Miss Talakag 2025, I could promote the economic sustainability through my advocacy, which is the culture preservation. I have been joining pageant and it has always been my stand, my core, because I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that it is time that we give more attentions to our dear farmers, our dear indigenous people. And with this, if we come hand in hand, then we could have an economic growth where farmers can given more chance with technological advancement, financial aids, and if we give more time with our indigenous people, respect them, then we, the youth of our world where modernization is arising, can be known and our culture will always be preserved because in Talakag, culture has always been a gold of heart. Thank you.
And that was the last finalist, candidate number 1. That concludes the preliminary interview for our top 5. Let's give them a huge round of applause, so ladies and gentlemen.
There is somebody who wants to have a follow-up for candidate number 13.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, candidate number 13.
Evening, ma'am.
Okay. So, it seems that you're the only candidate who has no follow-up, right? So, to be fair with the others, and so you can also express yourself. Okay. So, you're the youngest among the candidates, and congratulations as one of the top 5. Simply, again, about women. What does the Constitution say about women empowerment?
May I repeat the question po?
Okay. So I know 18 years old and you are senior high school, right? So that's why my question is by the book, okay? So I know you have already, and this is part of your Araling Panlipunan, I think. So what does the Constitution, our Philippine Constitution, say about women?
Honestly speaking, I am studying from a lot of. I have studied in a lot of schools, but I haven't learned about this constitution and women empowerment. And with that, I cannot answer your question, but I can say that this is a problem facing in our education department, wherein people or young people cannot be or are not. Told about this, and then they cannot be able to advance into this kind like pageants. Whenever you will question about this, and they will not be able to answer because they are lacking in empowering youth, and this is something that is not just a local problem but a national problem that we are facing, especially in Philippines, and especially that we are facing right now a lot of issues, and education is being not a priority. Thank you.
It seems that I'm the spokesperson. Thank you so much, number 13. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. And can we also ask for number 7? Your answer earlier is about purity, right? Okay. So the purity of heart. And earlier I asked you about so it's actually the talakag being pure, and so this purity, and with the changing and evolving world, and with this changing world, of course, policy would also be changing, right? And of course, purity is almost always relates to women. Relates to women. Okay. So this purity, how can women balance not with this purity of heart and of course the challenges of the changing world? Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful question. This is a great opportunity for me to shout to the world that I, as a woman who loves to adventure and to explore wonders of nature, in fact, I have conquered the second highest waterfalls here in the Philippines, our very own Mindamora Falls here in Talakag. And I've learned that loving our own culture, respecting the wisdom of the past and the people in the indigenous tribes or communities, they are actually the ones playing an important role in preserving our environment. And that is why, as your Miss Talakag, with a heart of purity, with a heart to serve and love and embrace our own, I would love to inspire our youth to embrace our own so that we can prove to the world that Talakag is a municipality that have progressed resiliently and beautifully throughout history. Thank you.
Thank you, number 7. Candidate number 7, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and I believe that concludes our preliminary interview for our top 5 finalists. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, palakpakan naman po natin ang ating mga semi-finalists for tonight. You know what? I noticed that some of you are having reactions whenever our judges have follow-up questions. But, you know, since it's called a preliminary interview, an interview is a constant exchange of ideas, questions, and answers. If it's foreign in a pageant, but of course, in my opinion, I really support it because being a title holder is not just about, you know, being influential. It's also a job. There is a responsibility that comes with being a person of influence. And the next Miss Talakag 2025 is going to be a huge person of influence, not only in this municipality, but in the province of Bukidnon. That's why our judges are just making sure they have the values, advocacies, and of course the intelligence that it takes to be the woman of the municipality. Once again, palakpakan naman po natin ang ating mga semi-finalists. That is such a beautiful display of their intelligence, their grace and their poise, and what advocacies and the principles